we got to take out Jaguar's 2019 I Pace EV400 during the summer of 2019, a fully battery electric hatchback sports sedan that Jaguar revealed in 2018 and has been campaigning on the EV racing circuit ever since. There are many things to like about this all-electric Jaguar, and in many ways it is not much different than a conventional internal combustion engine or ICE vehicle, except that it gets its power from a plug. Inside the I Pace, you will find a classic Jaguar feel with a modern vibe. Tech touches such as keyless ignition and lots of screens. Where is the Jaguar I Pace different than a normal ICE vehicle, you ask? In more ways than just the powertrain. While the push-button transmission is nothing new, especially with today's electronic transmissions, it's just the start. So let's take a little drive in the Jaguar EV400. What you notice right off is how smooth and powerful the car is. And with the EV400's various drive modes, you can customize your power band from high performance to ultra stingy EV economy, which translates into how much electricity is fed into the electric drive motors, of which there are two. These settings affect the rate at which the I Pace responds to the drive-by-wire accelerator, as well as to the suspension dampening. Dynamic provides a more athletic and sporty driving experience, while Comfort provides a much smoother shift and ride. And Eco uses the least amount of battery and offers the most regeneration of power back into the battery. While the interior is well appointed, I would not say it is sumptuous. It has the proper British Windsor leather seats that are heated and cooled in the front, and a heated soft grain leather steering wheel, 4-zone climate control, and a Meridian 825-watt sound system. And yes, it does come with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, and plenty of USB ports. Even a subscription Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as SiriusXM radio service, is available. Jaguar knows that you will be living an active lifestyle if you have an I Pace, and you may not want to bring the car key with you, so it provides a wearable sport wristband key. The interactive heads-up driver display is one of the best. The big concern about driving any electric vehicle is the charging infrastructure. Where will I get my fill of electrons? You either plug it in at home or on the road with its estimated 230 plus miles per battery charge, enough for most people's regular around-town trips to work or to run errands. Where EVs are different is that you do not fill up at a traditional fueling station. You plug in at home or out on the road at charging stations, which can be located almost anywhere from parking garages to Walmarts, from traditional fuel stations, though you'll find it often in the back, to restaurants and shops that want your business. Home charging is one option, and we found with this Jaguar the installation of a 240-volt home charger would have been necessary. While we charged at home through our garage's 110-volt outlet, we found that this took an extremely long time for the Jaguar to charge. It is expected to take 13 hours to charge an I Pace on a 240-volt power outlet, with a 234-mile expected range on a fully charged battery. We found that our power consumption in the I Pace was in keeping with Jaguar's printed expectations. Something to understand about a vehicle with a plug is that the charging cables are locked into the charging port on the car. You have to unlock the vehicle if you want to pull out the charging cable. A note on public charging. Often a single charging kiosk provides two cords for charging two vehicles at the same time. To get the most power in the shortest time, try and find one that is not already charging another vehicle, as the shared charge lowers the amount of power going into both cars. The I Pace has an expected 76 mpge at 44 kilowatts per hour per 100 miles, with a projected 80 miles in town and 72 miles on the highway, and it is expected to take 13 hours to charge the I Pace on a 240-volt outlet with an expected 234-mile range. Cargo space in the Jaguar I Pace, or should I say hatch space, is quite plentiful, while frunk space is somewhat limited. A frunk is something that many EVs happen to have, as they have no engine bay, so they have space in the front of the vehicle for storage. Aerodynamics are key in any EV. The smoother the vehicle moves through the air, the less power it needs to propel it. So it is interesting to see the hood scoop that is actually an open wind tunnel from the lower part of the front grille to the top of the hood, directing air across the roof of the vehicle. The Jaguar I Pace did take the World Car Awards in 2019 for both the Design of the Year award and the World Green Car title, with designer Ian Kellen accepting those awards at the 2019 New York International Auto Show in April of 19. Our overall experience with this upscale Jaguar I Pace EV400 First Edition was a good one. We did find that it is a heavy vehicle due to the batteries, and that it was a little bit more noisy than we would expect. It's like riding in a truck, and we attributed that to the fact that there are no operating engine noises to muffle mechanical sounds like brake units and other functions that you may not realize make a noise when in operation on a regular car. Our thoughts on this proper British interpretation of the electric vehicle is that it is quite an upper crust royal to look at, though a bit of a cockney in spots, and it would be a good bloke to go for a cup of tea or to the pub with. No doubt with the Jaguar name and style, this vehicle will have a lot of appeal, though at the price it competes with the upscale Tesla, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi e-tron models. It is going to have a tough fight in the marketplace.